The law of cause and effect never fails. If karma decides our fate, and since time immemorial, we have all committed innumerable transgressions, is it possible to change our fate? We have often heard it said that, driven by karmic forces, no one acts freely. If everything in life has been predetermined, it follows that those we encounter and what experiences we have in this life are a fait accompli, and there is nothing we can do to change them. Does that mean we are doomed to be dragged by the force of our karma, helplessly set on a predetermined path leading to life's end? Doesn't our study of Dharma teachings and practice of Amitabha-recitation alter the course of our karma? Though we exist within the bounds of karma, and every aspect of our lives seems predetermined, this is not to be mistaken for fatalism. Because our thoughts are constantly changing, our destiny will also change with the karma we accumulate in this life. Let's look at a case in the Qing dynasty. One evening during the Daoguang era of the Qing dynasty, a devastating earthquake struck the city of Xichang in the Sichuan province. The city was leveled, with nearly every home, including the mayor's house, reduced to rubble. This catastrophe resulted in countless casualties. The city's mayor, Niu Shumei, was buried in the debris and later rescued, sustaining an injury to his ankle. Tragically, his son did not survive the disaster. He was bewildered, thinking to himself, I've been an honest and caring official. Why did such a disaster befall me? So he submitted a petition to the city god, posing the following questions. As the city god, you are the recipient of offerings from multitudes. Yet why was your protection not extended to your people? In a city of such size, it cannot be that all its inhabitants harbor evil, can it? I have discharged my duties as an official with utmost integrity. Despite this, my son has tragically met with calamity. Might there exist errors in the seemingly infallible law of cause and effect? That night, he dreamt of the city god, who spoke to him. You fail to understand the workings of cause and effect, and you even dare to cast blame. I have brought you here to clarify matters and prevent you from further slander. Major disasters are the result of collective karma. They are never random. For this earthquake, we have conducted a 50-year investigation, and those who were not destined to suffer from the calamity have been safely relocated. Nyo Shumei asked, Is there not a single decent soul in this whole city? Why must my son and I face such a disaster too? The city god responded, There are still 3 households, not yet relocated, that may remain unharmed. One is a widow who has remained faithful to her late husband. The second is a doctor, an honest man who never peddles fake medicine. He never hesitates to attend to a patient, even if it means venturing out in the middle of the night, braving the rain, or navigating roads slick with mud. He would go immediately. The third is an old woman who sells fried cakes. She often helps those less fortunate, the elderly, the frail, the handicapped, and doesn't hesitate to sell to them, even if they can't pay the full price, sometimes not charging them at all. You can find them if you look. Your son's misfortune stems from the weight of his karma. You were also destined for calamity, but because of your upright conduct in office in this life, you merely suffered a foot injury. In short, Everything is a matter of cause and effect. Remain a good official, and you will rise to the rank of imperial inspector one day. Upon waking, he set off to find these three families the city god mentioned. Indeed, he discovered that each one was safe and sound, every member unscathed. He was amazed, and from then on truly believed in karma. He was committed to being a caring and dedicated official, and sure enough, he was eventually promoted to the position of imperial inspector in Sichuan. It goes to show that, in a catastrophe, there are no unwarranted calamities. Nothing is by chance. Under the force of karma, all are treated equally, men and women, old and young, rich and poor. However, even within the collective karma, there are the individual's personal karma at work. The three families who survived the earthquake did so because of their virtuous deeds in this life. In short, the laws of cause and effect and karmic force are unfailing and precise to the letter. Understanding how karma works may change our fate. The good thoughts and good deeds of this life can turn misfortune into blessings. Does it mean that we can change our fate by doing more virtuous deeds in this life? In theory, yes. Let's say someone is dealt a hand with a long life, but if he goes around causing a lot of harm to other lives and accumulates a lot of bad karma in this lifetime, he may have his lifespan shortened. On the contrary, someone may not be set up for a long run, but if he refrains from harming other lives and sets free animals which are trapped or waiting to be slaughtered, he is adding bonus years to his life. There is an account of this kind of story in the Sutra of Miscellaneous Jewels. An arhat, in his meditation, observed that his novice monk had only 7 days left to live. Not having the heart to break the news, the arhat called him to his side and said, "You haven't been home to see your parents for a while. I'm giving you a week off. Go home and spend some time with them." The arhat's aim was to give his disciple a chance to say his final goodbyes to his parents. The young novice monk, blissfully unaware, cheerfully bid his farewell and happily went home. 7 days passed, and the arhat figured the young monk wouldn't be coming back. But, to his utter surprise, the disciple, who was originally marked for death, came back safe and sound. The arhat thought to himself that the novice monk must have done some pretty great deeds in those few days to earn himself extra time. It turned out that, on his way home, the young monk saw some ants being swept away in the water, on the brink of drowning. Being compassionate, he took off his robe, filled it with soil to create a dam, and rescued the ants, bringing them to a safe, dry place. Upon further meditation, the arhat realized that the reason the novice monk's life had been extended was precisely because he had saved those ants. The karma created in the past is cast in iron and cannot be changed. But if we do good deeds, accumulate merits and virtue, abstain from killing, set lives free, have faith in the Buddha, and practice Amitabha-recitation, the life and death we are slated for can be changed. There are many stories of this kind of karmic response, both ancient and modern, especially when it comes to having one's blessings enhanced and lifespan prolonged as a result of reciting the name of Amitabha Buddha.